Hello, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana, and good day. This is the empowr, E-M-P-O-W-R business model. It's 24 minutes long. Let's see what we can learn from this.
Can you imagine having anything you want or need in your hands within minutes of wanting it without paying for it? No, really.
Spare bedroom like Airbnb, but I'm talking about the sharing of everything else, the millions and millions of other products that, like your car and like your spare bedroom, also spend most of their useful lifespans underutilized. Most of the time, that's collecting dust in his garage. In fact, I think the stat is the typical power drill gets used for 13 minutes in its entire lifetime. Sean takes a photo of his tool and he lists it to share. Meet Mark. Mark needs a power drill. He clicks to use the drill, just like he would click to get a car on Uber. Mary notices the transport opportunity, and she grabs it before someone else does. Within minutes, she picks up that tool from Sean and then delivers it over to Mark. Now, Mark uses the tool. When he's done, he presses pickup. Tony, this time, grabs the transport opportunity before a competitor does. He picks up the drill from Mark within minutes and returns it to Sean. So that was easy. Well, let's take a peek behind the curtain and see how this works. Okay, so why has no one else done this? What obstacles stand in the way? Well, as it turns out, there are 4 very large obstacles that must first be overcome. We have a tremendous amount of patents all around monetization of social media and virtual currency. In fact, we took our patent portfolio and we gave it to this gentleman that wrote this book and asked him to evaluate it. And his main quote coming out of that is that it is virtually impossible to monetize social media without violating our IP. Some of our inventions, applications and social networks, so Facebook apps, Twitter apps, we invented that. Transactions within apps, so think about Zynga and games and Farmville, and we could buy a weapon within a game. It's another one of our patents. Any kind of transaction over a mobile device, as well as the concept of virtual currency. Much of what you're seeing with blockchain today is virtual currency. We invented that. We have the patents to prove it.
Now I got to stop it here. We went into over 10 minutes on this, and I'll edit some of this so it's shorter. We're talking about success building for at least 8 years or longer, it appears. We're talking about patents, actually marketed patents. We're talking about technology and integration between social activity and purchasing products. We're talking about technology to help with apps.
Just a myriad of companies that are mentioning our patent portfolio within their own patent filings. That's how broad our patent portfolio is. And that's why it's taken us so many years to bring all of what it takes to in the country or the world, because when it comes to people's money, they really get worked up. So kind of taking a peek at our customer service ratings. As you can see here, we have a lot of green as it compares to Twitter and Facebook, but we still have a lot of red. Almost 30% of the customers are not very happy. And so we have been working on this, and we're told that this is one of the best customer service customer scores in all of social media. As much as we're not proud of this red, how are we able to do that? Well, it comes down to these success coaching pods and that we talked about earlier. And each one, there's 31 success coaches. There are 6 auditors, 9 moderators. We've built 11 of these so far. So far we have built, we just surpassed 500 success coaches, growing at a rate of 75 new ones per month. So after 8 years of building this success coaching platform, we're finally at a point where it's really starting to scale, and we can see.
All right, so look at after 8 years, look at the success coaches they're working on. Power's Success Coach program consists of 500 professionals in 92 countries, speaking 48 languages. Wow.
See how this can get to thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of success coaches if we need to, and enable the human aspects of this. And so our score has been improving for 17 quarters in a row, so we're constantly pushing that red down quarter after quarter, and we hope to have one of the best customer satisfaction scores in all of tech. within 3 years, as if that continues.
Now, we're getting into a very crucial genius idea, and it's coming, but it's coming slowly, is that virtual currency, unless it's connected to real products and real services, is worthless.
Now, having said that, to make that happen, there needs to be a lot of people also providing products and services. And so you have a real chicken or egg problem that we have spent years working to overcome. And now we've overcome it. And the proof, by the way.
Now, did you hear that? Those 500 success coaches are being paid $250,000 a month. So what is that? $250,000 is what, 250,000? 500 into that is what? So if my figures are right, you get $250,000. Divided by 500 is $500 a month, paying these 500 coaches. Not bad, not bad. Starting to get some serious money. $500, I can do that.
Virtual currency. And they're spending nearly 90% of that in the marketplace buying things from each other. And what's actually cashing out to US dollars is about 30,000 US dollars per month. And so that kind of shows the proof that we've
30,000 US dollars per month. So in transactions and fees and different things, while their 8 years of work is really starting to pay off.
And they're shipping those products. So the model is working even when the distances are further out. In fact, this is the term sheet that he offered us. You'll notice $160 million pre-money. He claims that that was the highest price he has ever offered on a Series A company in his 35 years.
Wow, this guy, 180 million.
Why would we want that? Well, software is poised to wipe out jobs like nothing we have seen. Showing my book here to you, if you were to type in empowr into Amazon, you'd see my book. I go into these concepts and how it's going to lead to economic insecurity. In fact, in this one chapter called The Dictator Playbook, I talk about how this is going to create anger amongst everyday people, and they're going to become vulnerable to a charismatic leader that connects with them and gives them a target for their hate. Okay, we are ready to move on to part 2, which is all about how to value the different cryptocurrencies out there, a question that we are often asked, and that includes a discussion about empowr's cryptocurrency. To watch that, just click the link at the top right of your screen.
There's so much you need to wrap your head around this because we're talking about worldwide trends and disruptive economic situations that are going to affect us all. And this is Roger Martin from Village, Montana. Wrap your head around this and take a look at this.